Have you ever stopped to wonder why a car engine doesn't just, well, melt into a puddle the moment you start driving? I mean, inside those metal walls, combustion temperatures can easily exceed a massive 2,000 degrees Celsius. The one and only thing standing between your vehicle and a total meltdown is the engine's cooling system. So welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into the working world of automotive mechanics. We're embarking on a really fast-paced journey to understand exactly how your car manages such extreme internal chaos without missing a single beat. 2,000 degrees Celsius. That is seriously hot. To tame that relentless heat, your cooling system acts as the ultimate technological savior, stepping in immediately to basically stop the fire. It essentially operates like a high-speed pressure cooker, managing extreme temperatures and pressures the very second you turn that key. This high-stakes mission starts instantly. The moment the engine fires up, the water pump activates. It forcefully pushes specially formulated coolant, which is usually this precise mix of water and ethylene glycol, right out of storage. It circulates it through these incredibly intricate passages woven entirely around the engine block and the cylinder head. Now, as the coolant flows around those dangerously hot cylinders, it performs this absolutely crucial process called heat absorption. It acts kind of like a microhero, physically pulling the intense thermal energy right away from the metal. This prevents the engine from overheating and, critically, it locks the engine's temperature perfectly within its ideal operating range. But the real gatekeeper of this entire operation is the thermostat. When the engine is still cold, the thermostat stays tightly closed, trapping the coolant inside the engine block to help it warm up quickly. But once that coolant hits its peak operating temperature, boom, the thermostat springs open, sending that heat-soaked fluid rushing straight toward the radiator. Right, so once that scalding fluid hits the radiator, it needs to cool down fast. Inside there, the coolant is squeezed through very thin tubes, surrounded by highly conductive cooling fins, which massively increases the surface area. The air rushing through the front of the car, combined with an electric cooling fan, literally blasts the heat away from the fluid before it exits. And that brings us to the core rhythm of the whole system: cool, return, repeat. The newly cooled liquid is pumped straight back into the engine block to dive into the heat all over again. And this continuous, high-speed loop repeats every single second your engine is running. The stakes here literally couldn't be higher. If this continuous cooling cycle were to suddenly stop, say from a burst hose or a failed pump, your engine would overheat and completely destroy itself in mere minutes. The metal components would warp, expand, and permanently fuse together. It would be a total disaster. But when it's working properly, this incredible system does way more than just avert destruction. It ensures your vehicle operates at its absolute best, improving overall performance and vastly extending your engine's lifespan. Considering how much hard work this fluid does every single second you're out on the road, I'll leave you with this. When was the last time you actually checked your coolant levels?